This journal is all about you. I want to know who you are, what art skills you have now, and see how we can all relate to each other. I'm going to start at the Schoology main page, so follow along with me. So I'm starting in block 3, but this also pertains to block 5 just as much. Everything's the same. I'm going to scroll down toward the bottom and open up a white folder titled Process Journal Assignments here. Go ahead and open that and then click on Process Journal number 1, Introduction. In this folder, there are 4 sections, and I'm going to go over them with you now, and that's the introduction to this. So the first section here is where the process journal is assigned and will actually be turned in there at the end. Once you open the assignment toward the bottom, this presentation will automatically be assigned to you here, and I have it opened here. Now, this may look familiar to you already because you may have already done this in this class, but please hang in there with me for just a moment because there are some students that will be coming into class late that will need this information. If you are one of these students, newer students, welcome. Please be sure to fill out slides 2 and 3 about yourselves. You need a photo of yourself on slide 2, and I will go over that a little later in this presentation. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. So this is slide 2 here. You'll need a photo to go there. You'll need to sign here for the syllabus acknowledgement, which means that you've read the handbook and the syllabus and you know what to expect in this class, and fill out your name and hour, as well as slide 3, which is a self-introduction slide. Okay, on slide 4, there are 3 Mindful Moments artworks. You'll need to keep track of Mindful Moments all semester in your process journal. This is discussed further in my video that's located in the orange Schoology Resources folder. If you would like to know more about mindful moments, I won't go over that now. All I will say is that you will have to have a comment in there for each of them from each class day that we looked at that artwork. So they correspond with things that I show you each day. And one of your identity web. Slide number 6 should be put at least 1 photo of your identity grid in progress. So this is a very important step, but it's a photo of your identity grid before you actually completed it. And then you'll also need to put a photo of your finished identity grid that you'll use for the class critique. If you need to know how to take a good photo of your work and what that looks like, again, go to the orange Schoology folder and watch my video titled, What is a Quality Photo? It's a quick video. We watched it in class. You might need to just watch it on your own at some point. Slide number 7 should be completed when you've finished your entire identity grid drawing. Fill in the yellow areas with your answers. You'll need to use a different color font or keep your answers highlighted just so that I can see them. Slide number 8 is where I give you my comments to you, and you will put your comments for what grade you think you deserve in the yellow box only. After I will leave my comments there as well, so make sure you give me editing access. Slide number 9 is where you'll place the screenshots from our critique. Gosh, this is my first video. I promise it will get better. I'm just rusty at this. After we have our critique on February 18th is where you'll put these comments. As I will show the entire class a video on how to save critique comments, so don't worry about that too much right now. We'll get to that point. So we've looked at the process journal assignment so far, so then let's move on to the next thing in our folder here. Let's go back, which is tutorial videos. And you must have found your way here. You're here now. You're already watching tutorial video number 1, which is, well, it's actually just the introduction to this. And it's not even embedded in there yet because I am currently recording these videos. So the videos will be embedded in there from YouTube, and you'll have access to watch them in there, or you can go to YouTube to watch them. If you need to, let's start that again. You need to follow each tutorial video and make sure you're clear on the tasks. If you have questions, let me know right away and don't wait till it's too late. These videos are here to explain how to do each process journal assignment. The videos help me to minimize my time answering student questions and give me more time to give feedback on the artwork itself. So before asking me a question about this process journal, be sure to watch my videos. The third section in this folder is the references slides. These are here for students to access information on process journal number 1. So that's this right here. You can open it with the little gear here by hitting open editor. I'm going to go ahead and open up mine right here and go over it for you. Our focus during this process journal is to keep an organized and logical system of information because let's face it, online learning requires way more self-management than in-person does, in my opinion. I'm also taking an online class right now. I'm getting my master's and I know that it requires a lot of self-motivation. We are also going to be focused on what it's like to be balanced. And is there something that you're struggling with these? This is a chance for you to work on it, something you want to get better at. Being balanced is all about making choices, self-advocating, and knowing when to say yes or no. The learning objectives for this first process journal are to share your process journal, locate the course handbook / syllabus, independent work on identity grid, and then participation in the class critique. And here are your key vocabulary, which I actually went over in the introduction of this course when I went over the handbook. I won't go into these too much in detail because you watch the introduction video for this course and get a better understanding of them. The next 3 slides are devoted to the selfie for slide number 2 on your process journal. The rules are not, these are rules and not suggestions, so please follow them carefully. So face the camera straight on, find good lighting, and no to the following: sunglasses, face masks, Snapchat filters, hoods that cover too much hair, brand logos, cutting off your head, hands in your face. Make sure you smile with no teeth, and you will thank me later on that one, unless you are a very skilled artist and you want to practice drawing teeth. Your shoulders and above, so it should be like, where I am at in this screen and higher. And keep your background muted. To submit the photo, you'll simply just put it in slide number 2. And I will comment and let you know if it's acceptable or not, because we're going to end up using it later in the semester for a self-portrait. So I need it. I need you to turn it in. It must fit all of these qualifications, and here are some examples and non-examples for you to look at carefully. So these are non-examples here, things that somebody's turned to the side, there's so much going on, hoods are covering faces, it's really dark, something is chopped off. And then let's look at the good examples. Well lit, their whole head is in the picture. Everything is just really simple. The background is simple. The next slides that I will go over in detail on the tutorial videos, which are slides 8 through 20. So I will not go over in detail. Gosh, I'm just making all kinds of mistakes. Sorry. I'm working on it. If you want to see the examples up close, you can open up the presentation and look closer. So that is these slides 8 through 20. And these are examples of how to do it, but I will go over it again later in the later tutorials. So don't worry about that part much right now. We're just focusing on what to do here as a whole. The slides 21 and 22 are just a quick summary, and this process journal is definitely the shortest one in the semester, but I look forward to getting to know you through it. Back to this folder here. The last section is critique slides, which are fun and easy to use. You'll have full editing privileges with these slides, so please make sure to use good digital manners and don't steal someone else's slides. You'll simply make a copy of the template slide, then paste it below the pink slide somewhere, fill it out, and add your photo. This does not have to be completed until the day of class critique. So I'll give you time in class on the day that we have a critique before to actually complete this. And I'll explain it a little bit more thoroughly when we actually do the class critique, and I'll walk you through it the first time. So how will you turn in process journal number 1? Right at the top of this folder where it was assigned. Let me scroll back up to this assignment here. I'll bring you back here. So this is the assignment. That's where it will be due at. I hope you have fun with this. The goal is to express yourself and show your classmates who you are.